Most people think financial freedom starts when you're rich. It doesn't. It starts much earlier, at a point so quiet and unglamorous that almost nobody talks about it. Imagine waking up on a random Tuesday. No bonus, no payday, nothing special on the calendar, and yet, while you're making coffee, money lands in your account. Not because you worked late, not because you sold something yesterday. It just arrives. It's not a lot, about $1,000 for the month. That number won't impress anyone on Instagram. It won't change your zip code or your wardrobe. But inside your head, something fundamental shifts. Because for the first time, money is no longer tied entirely to your survival. That's the moment everything changes. I call this moment the $1,000 threshold, and it's one of the most important milestones in personal finance that nobody teaches. Not because of what the money buys you, but because of what it removes. It removes urgency. It removes panic. It removes the constant mental countdown to the next bill. Before this point, every financial decision you make is defensive. You're not optimizing. You're protecting yourself from falling behind. You choose safety over growth, certainty over upside. You stick with jobs you hate, avoid risks that could help you, and say yes to deals that aren't great simply because you need stability. After this point, the same person starts behaving very differently. Not smarter, not more disciplined, just calmer. $1,000 a month quietly covers the things that trigger anxiety. Food, utilities, basic shelter, small emergencies. When those needs are partially handled, your brain stops treating every decision like a life or death situation. And when fear steps back, better thinking steps forward. This is why people with even small passive income streams negotiate harder, switch careers more confidently, and invest with patience instead of emotion. They're not braver, they're buffered. What's interesting is that the exact number doesn't matter. In some places, it might be $700. In others, $1,500. But for most people, somewhere around $1,000 a month is where the nervous system finally loosens its grip. And that psychological relief is worth far more than the money itself. Here's why this milestone is so powerful. It's believable. Most people shut down the moment they hear millionaire or early retirement. Those goals feel abstract and unreachable. But $1,000 a month? That's concrete. That's something you can reverse engineer. Dividend income, a rental room, a small digital product, a boring business that throws off cash. Different paths, same destination. But this is where nearly everyone ruins it. They reach that first steady stream of passive income and immediately upgrade their life. Better apartment, new subscriptions, more convenience, small luxuries that feel deserved. And just like that, the buffer disappears. The irony is brutal. The very income that was supposed to buy freedom gets converted into expenses that recreate the same pressure as before. The rule is simple but uncomfortable. Your first passive income stream is not spending money. It's fuel. When you reinvest that $1,000 instead of consuming it, something powerful happens. You're no longer building wealth with effort alone. You're building it with momentum. That money starts working alongside you. Over time, the second stream appears, then the third. Not because you worked harder, but because you didn't interrupt the compounding process. This is the difference between people who plateau and people who escape. The danger zone isn't being broke. When you're broke, you're motivated. You're careful. You're intentional. The danger zone is feeling just comfortable enough. That's when your brain starts justifying expenses that quietly steal your future. Every small upgrade feels harmless, but each one delays financial independence far more than most people realize. Wealthy people don't avoid spending because they're cheap. They avoid it because they understand trade-offs. They know that today's convenience is tomorrow's constraint. And once you've crossed the $1,000 threshold and protected it, your entire perspective changes. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" You start asking, "Does this move me closer or further away from freedom?" That question alone changes lives, because now you're no longer reacting to money, you're directing it. The real benefit of this milestone isn't income, it's optionality. Options to walk away, options to wait, options to say no. And people with options make better decisions in every area of life. The path from $0 to $1,000 a month is the hardest part. It requires belief, patience, discipline. But the path from $1,000 to $10,000 is mostly execution, because by then, your psychology has changed. You've proven to yourself that money doesn't have to come from stress. And once you know that, you never see work, risk, or opportunity the same way again. You've proven to yourself that money doesn't have to come from stress. And once you know that, you never see work, risk, or opportunity the same way again.